Hello YouTube community, it's Robert S. and today's video is actually my contest entry for a contest being run by Jason the Old Millennial. And if you're not familiar with Jason the Old Millennial, I would ask you to please check out his channel and please subscribe. I'll put a link to his channel below in the description. And Jason's channel is really dedicated to movies and music and probably more. He makes lists and he ranks things. Honestly, he's made a list of his favorite movies for every year he's been alive, and he's ranking every Beatles song. Very ambitious, and certainly I would encourage you to check him out. He's a guy from the Heartland. Very sort of mellow, pleasant to listen to, and he's got this contest which is a push to 100 subscribers. I checked before making this video, he has 92, so we're almost there. Please let's get him over that 100 threshold. So in his contest, and the prize is I believe a $25 Amazon gift card. But what he's asking us to do is that, and this really relates to his recent, I guess, 20th high school reunion that, I think it was 20th, that had him sort of thinking about, the year of graduation. So what he wants us to do in this contest is for the year that we graduated high school, for me that was a long time ago, but for that year, he wants us to show our favorite album from that year, name our favorite song from the year, our favorite movie of the year, and then the fourth component to all of this is some news event or some something event that happened in your life, I guess, that has some special meaning to you that's, again, around that time that you graduated from high school. So thank you, Jason, for doing this contest. Certainly, I hope you get well over the 100 mark. I graduated in 1975. 1975 was an incredible year for good music and good albums. I had so many I could pick from. Albums like, let me show you a couple. The Who by Numbers. Big hit on this is Squeezebox. Fantastic album, but not my favorite. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Shine On You, Crazy Diamond. Have a Cigar. Welcome to the Machine. Great album, but not my favorite. Fleetwood Mac, simply entitled Fleetwood Mac. This is the album that Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks basically took the group to, they elevated them to new heights. Great album, but not my favorite. Elton John, not one of his best after a string of absolutely excellent albums, but a good album nevertheless. Island Girl, Grow Some Funk of Your Own. And then because my channel is really dedicated to the sort of lesser known artists, everyone I've shown here is very popular. This is one that I'm sure you've heard of, but you may not be familiar with. This album, but it's one of my favorites of 1975. Dan Fogelberg, Captured Angel. What an incredible album this is. But again, not my favorite. There was one album in 1975 that just, in my opinion, just stood out amongst all the others. This is an album I should step back. I was actually working part-time at a department store called Alexander's, shut down long ago. But I worked at one point in the record department at Alexander's. And I played this album to death. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. What an amazing album this was in 1975 and continues to be. Now, the second part of Jason's contest entry is to name your favorite song from 1975. And again, there were plenty of songs that I could choose from. In addition to these albums, James Taylor came out with How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. We had ABBA doing SOS. Just so many great songs that I could choose from. But I'm sticking with this album. My absolute favorite song of 1975, the closing track, Jungle Land. What an absolutely brilliant piece of work this is. Remember in 75, we're listening to Billy Joel, Elton John, the Piano Man. We're listening to the guitar riffs of Led Zeppelin and The Who and others. And this song takes, the opening string arrangement, the violin, the absolutely fantastic, brilliant piano opening to this. It just, something special is coming. And about a minute and a half, minute 45 in, the guitars, the drums kick in, and Bruce tells us a story as only Bruce can on the streets of New Jersey. What a fantastic song. And if that's not enough, the big man, Clarence Clemons, does probably one of the most memorable sax solos in rock history. Fantastic. I love this album. Okay, third component, your favorite movie from the year of graduation. Well, in 1975, again, there were a lot of good movies, but there was one that stood head and shoulders above the rest. It was Steven Spielberg taking a Peter Benchley novel and scaring the bejesus out of us. And that movie, of course, is Jaws. It scared me. It scared countless others. And that summer, nobody was going in the water without checking twice. Jaws was just an absolutely terrific and terrifying movie. Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw. Excellent movie. And obviously my favorite from 1975. And then finally, the big sort of event, as I think about it, that really impacted my life was, I mentioned that job at Alexander's department store. That job and at that store is where I met the woman that would eventually become my wife and mother to my 3 children. And certainly that event, if you will, working at that store, is something that changed the direction of my life. So that's it. Those are my 4 items for Jason's contest. And again, if you if you're not familiar with Jason, please head over to his channel, check him out, and please subscribe. Let's get him over 100. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would ask that you please subscribe. So stay well, friends. And remember, if the music strikes a chord, let it play.